Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my. All right, kids. Welcome back to another week of We Are the Night. the
Batman podcast. And apparently Ray will hear this.
Maybe. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is
Lilith Hellfire.
Sports of Gotham. That's right, kids. And we're going to start our coverage this month of the Batman Family miniseries from 2002. Issue 1 and 2 this time. Because yes, you have an extra week this month. So. Oh, you know what we're gonna have to probably at least give some attention to coming up here soon?
What?
Hush 2. I know it's a money grab, but people are talking about it. Even
That's
Will
what we do.
Even Will last night was like, "Oh, he might be checking out Hush 2," and he doesn't like read Batman like regularly, so it's just I'm just like, okay, you know, clicks and views.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, fine.
I mean, we don't have to commit full episodes to it, but you know, maybe.
Yeah, we were always gonna mention it in passing.
Yeah. You know, if anything else, you know, of course, that Jim Lee art's going to be drawing people in.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you know, if it is actually good, I will give credit where credit is due. But I just have hope for it.
I'm more than willing to.
The story itself.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what me and Will were talking about. It's like, is there any comic book character that you'd be like, no, I don't want to see Jim Lee draw that?
Reed Richards, actually.
Really?
Too handsome. He'd make him too handsome.
Oh.
He'd make him too fuckable. No thanks.
Yeah, but couldn't Reed Richards do that? He can change the shape of his body and his face and stuff.
I know, but like you have to still capture the essence of that smarminess, that punchable jawline. You know, like it just has to be there. There's just certain things. I'd be too uncomfortable wanting to fuck Mr. Fantastic.
No, well, I mean, Jim Lee can draw ugly characters. I mean, he drew Killer Croc in that first Hush.
Don't.
No, you don't. What?
Don't tell the girls what they can and can't have.
Breaking news: Lilith wants to bang Killer Croc. Oh, so many things are starting to make sense all of a sudden.
So many things clicking into place.
Let me get a ride on your alligator.
I mean, alligator tail, tentacle. I'm just saying.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
I don't think it's the bro. I don't think it's the back though.
Put it here.
All right.
You know what do you expect? It's me.
She wants to bang a gator and then eat him.
Exactly. Fry him up.
Oh, God.
Get some nugs.
Oh, jeez. All right. So should we get to the Batman family?
I mean, it's a Elliot S. Maggin story. So, like, what do you want from me?
What?
We're getting into weird shenanigans, you know?
I know. I feel like I'm in an episode of Black Mirror. All right. So...
Not quite yet.
No. Stay tuned for Salty and Petty. Which we're rapidly approaching episode 100 here, so
get ready for your hot takes.
3-hour show or 100 hot takes.
We're gonna do 100 something, maybe 100 hot biscuits, and we'll get Justin in on it.
I was gonna say, no matter what the topic, maybe we should try to get Justin in. Maybe is that when we should do the Latchkey Kid episode?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do the Latchkey episode.
Okay. Day
in the life of a Latchkey Kid.
All right, Batman family. Everyone's like, is this supposed to be a Batman show? All right.
Obviously, they're new here if they think that.
That's true. Ray's cheering. All right, kids. Batman family number 1 from December 2002. Writer John Francis Moore, pencilers Rick Coburg and Stefano Guadiano. Inker Rick. Yep, Rick is also the. Oh, okay. So pencilers and inker are the same. So colorist Carla Feeney and Heroic Age. Letterer John Workman and editors Nachi Castro and Matt Idelson. Gabriel Rossetti's enforcers Holthus, Ruse, and Santos find their men strung throughout Rossetti's warehouse. Their weapon shipment from Miami has been taken. Holthus thinks the vigilante that hit them must be the same one who got Eddie Melcher's chop shop. Santos thinks Melcher made up the story to save his skin from botching up his pickup. Santos speculates the Russians or the Crown Mob may be responsible for this. All of a sudden, the lights go out. No, it's never good in Gotham. And Ruse is separated from the other two. 3 minutes go by when Batman arrives and switches the lights back on in the warehouse. He finds 7 men unconscious due to an electrical shock that was administered by hand. Holthus comes. No, hold on. Holthus comes from behind and tries to shoot Batman, but he disarms him. Santos stands down and tells Batman that he doesn't have anything to tell him. At the Zephyr building, which bears owl emblems.
Ooh, spooky.
The vigilante unmasks and goes another round of injected supplements by Dr. Excess.
I don't know about that one. That's a little too obvious for me, but you know.
Yeah. The vigilante is Nicholas Kazanthikis.
I think the T is silent.
Don't tell it how to identify. Bruce Wayne heads the Wayne Enterprises. He's going to actually show up for work and is bombarded by news reports that inquire about the major restructure of Wayne Enterprises, pending layoffs and a.
Wait a minute. 2002. This feels all the more things change, the more things stay the same.
Mm-hmm. When in the 21st century have we had like a growing, stable economy, Lilith?
During Obama and kind of Biden. Listen, under Democrats we thrive. It's historically accurate. The Republicans get a hold of it. Look at history. I know it's hard, but I'm just saying, statistically speaking.
I was going to say, I guess they were.
We can take that all the way back to Richard Nixon.
Oh my, tricky dick.
Once might be a coincidence. 2 might even be a coincidence, but 3 is a pattern. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, he's, it ebbs and it flows.
Oh my. Sorry, I'm looking for a raindrop here. So
tricky dicky.
Pending layoffs and a possible merger with Transcom International. One bystander,
not under Trump's administration. Sorry.
One bystander by the name of Roger Sloan was very adamant to talk to Bruce, but he was brushed off by his bodyguards. When Bruce arrives at the board meeting, Delilah Wagner presents Bruce with a letter to resign as the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. Celia, hard to pronounce last name, and interjects on Bruce's behalf by stating that the
can't stand you.
On Bruce's behalf by saying that the board's ultimatum of Bruce being a liability to the company is premature.
Babes, I hate to break it to
He's been a liability to that company.
This is the most realistic thing to ever happen in a comic book.
I know. He's been a liability to that company since Crisis. Jeez.
Exactly.
Bruce thanks Celia for the vote of confidence and reiterates to the board that he was proven innocent in regards to the Vesper Fairchild murder. Scroll
on over.
Oh yeah, we we got to hit that one. I was gonna
It's
say one
giving
day-
Army Hammer.
Oh my. Yeah, we're gonna take a month and cover Bruce Wayne, fugitive murderer.
Yeah, for sure. That'll definitely get Ray's going on that one.
Bruce Wayne is a fugitive wanted for murder. Oh yeah, Ray's gonna be handling that deck. Delilah ignores Bruce by stating he was an international fugitive for 6 months while the case was still open. Delilah states that her loyalty.
What? He was vacationing in Switzerland.
Exactly. He was skiing. Come on. Delilah states that her loyalty is to the stockholders and the company's business partners who still feel uncomfortable even though Bruce was cleared of all charges. If Bruce refuses, Delilah will put a vote of no confidence before the shareholders. Mr. Harmon tells Bruce that Lucius Fox has done a fine job of running the day-to-day functions in Bruce's constant absence.
Burn.
Constant absence. But this letter is simply a formality with a severance package that will more than compensate Bruce. Bruce leaves the boardroom and informs them that they will hear from his lawyers.
Do you know who my father is? He will be. Well, I guess he won't be hearing about it.
Oh! Oh, my. Oh, yeah,
What's
yeah.
crazy is, I mean, like, even JP Morgan, like, yeah, sure, Stanley makes, like, cups and construction ship. There's still a Morgan at JP Morgan, so I don't know.
I wouldn't go walk down any dark streets in this town at night. I'll tell you that.
All the board members get murdered. Trying to do a no vote of confidence with no board members.
Accidentally, Lilith.
Like they all ended up hanging from planes and ended up in recycling crushers.
Everyone on the board kind of like
They got gunned down after the opera.
every board member spontaneously just threw themselves into traffic. I don't know what's going on here.
They got their eyes pecked out by owls. I don't know.
All the board members
There was bat guano everywhere. I don't know.
All the board members just disappeared without a trace, almost like they fell down a cave or something. I don't know. Bruce tells Tim Drake that he is contemplating on accepting the terms of Delilah's ultimatum because with Lucius recovering from a stroke, he has no other options. See, he's working Lucius to death.
Yeah, literally. It's like you just gotta adapt that Alfred way of life.
I was going to say, Alfred's probably sitting in the background going, you know how many strokes I've had in the last 6 years? Yeah, okay. Bruce won't allow the company to be vulnerable for another takeover, which is what Luthor was counting on when he hired David Kane to frame Bruce Wayne for Vesper's murder. Oh, yeah, we're getting there.
And the shield espionage. Now, this is the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
A little Bruce and Lex banter.
Bruce believes Delilah is aggressive and fearless enough to uphold his ideals for the continued success of Wayne Enterprises. Bruce then turns his attention to the vigilante that hit the Rossetti warehouse. Oh yeah, no one can be a vigilante in his town unless they get permission.
The Green Lanterns can't even show up without his permission, so you know.
Exactly.
He rules Gotham with an iron fist.
Don't say that name. Oh,
Sorry.
That's all right.
Danny Rand wishes he was half them. Oliver Queen was.
Exactly. The Cauldron gangs have come to know the vigilante as the Tracker. He has been targeting.
That's lame. That's almost like the consultant for Dick?
Oh my.
The tinkerer, even.
Don't talk about yourself in the third person. The consultant of Dick. Yeah, come on. Tracker's a bad name. Don't tell what's his face.
Oh yeah, don't tell Justin Hartley.
Exactly.
That show's pretty good though.
He has been targeting the Rossetti mob for the last 2 months. The Tracker managed to capture and return Rossetti's accountant, Bertus Sharkey Delgado, to Gotham. Yeah, I want to do business with an accountant named Sharkey. When he skipped out on his bail.
Oh, he's an accountant, all right. He's accounting how many legs he's got to break if you don't get that loan to his ass.
He put hitman Clement Wellman into a dog kennel and left him surrounded by ravenous dogs in Little Moscow. He also set a meth lab ablaze, and the surviving perpetrator stated that the vigilante looked like a demon. Oh, Bruce is all jealous. Bruce,
That's my shtick.
Bruce is remembering his the glory days of the Frank.
He's like, was I not harsh enough? This guy is going metal.
My first couple months, I blew up a wall and threatened all these rich people.
Your mother's a whore.
Exactly. I mean, that's what he should be doing.
Exactly.
At least the Batman with Bat-Pat got that right.
Oh my.
Well, when Selena mentions it. Yeah.
I was watching part of that the other day again, and I was just like, I don't know. Baby
That
Bat.
movie was way too long, and Batman's way too short, and Catwoman's outfit is too much. It's too much.
Oh my.
Too much and not enough at the same time.
My. Bruce
Get ready
tells
for the Batman too.
coming 2030.
2020 never.
Bruce tells maybe my grandchildren will tell me about it. Bruce tells Tim to find Roger Sloan and find out exactly what he wanted to say to Bruce when he was heading to Wayne Enterprises. As for the Batman, Bruce will continue his investigation on the tracker. Tim arrives at Sloan's apartment and notices a lot of beer bottles, outdated press credentials, and newspaper clippings posted on a wall like it's all connected to some conspiracy.
It's all connected. Red string, see?
Exactly. Tim learned that Sloan was an award-winning...
It's giving Eddie Brock.
Exactly. From Boston until his editor fired him for fabricating his sources.
Well, he couldn't have been a Boston pizza owner if he was from Boston. So.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't work for some reason, no.
I thought they were Boston pizza owners.
It's the young Ray.
Sausage!
As Tim examines Sloan's apartment, a twisted operative named Mr. Fun, who works for the network, disposes of Sloan's body in a nearby dumpster. On the other side of town, Rossetti and his enforcers discuss how to handle the tracker situation as Rossetti makes his way to his car. Reeves is dropped onto the roof of the car. Tracker grabs Holthus and throws him into Santos. Rossetti tries to get a shot off, but Tracker slugs him and takes his briefcase. Tracker heads to a nearby rooftop and is about to examine the contents of the briefcase until Batman arrives.
Never open another man's briefcase without asking first.
Oh my. Dr. Excess and his surveillance expert, Bug, with 2 G's.
Get it? Get it? Get it?
Observed from afar.
Sorry.
Excess, I know. Excess tells the Tracker to stand down and make his exit. Tracker throws Rossetti's briefcase at Batman, which breaks open with a whole bunch of forged credit cards while Tracker makes his escape.
Oh no! White collar crime and fraud. Oh no!
Tracker disappears and Batman is left without a lead. Tracker then runs in the freeway, who tells Nicholas to focus his efforts on Rossetti and the network will deal with Batman later. Holthus takes Rossetti to the technician, who comes highly recommended by the Penguin.
Well, that's your first mistake.
Exactly. Guy drives a purple car and we're taking his advice.
He's so dainty, he needs an umbrella everywhere he goes. Come on.
That's what his mama told him. The technician's base of operations is filled with remnants of Gotham's 1941 World Fair. Rossetti wants the technician to design something that will take down the tracker, but the technician tells Rossetti that what he wants is something the technician can't provide. Instead, the technician gives Rossetti a calling card for a bodyguard/assassin called the Suicide King.
Ooh.
How can you be the king of suicide? You can only do it once. Well, if you're
Lazarus Pit, baby.
Oh, jeez. Rossetti heads to his family estate where he checks in with his grandfather, who is in a catatonic state. Well, I don't think he's keeping track of you. The Suicide King appears before Rossetti and makes quick work of Rossetti's bodyguards, thus proving his capability to handle the tracker. Suicide King tells Rossetti that his fee for taking out the tracker will be 20% of Rossetti's future dealings. Rossetti,
Damn.
I know. Rossetti agreed.
Nah, pay me up front, bitch. I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to turn you in after I'm done. See? He just, I'm just saying, like, they don't really be thinking, bro.
Well, it's Gotham.
Yeah, everybody's pretty short-sighted in Gotham, even Batman.
Rossetti agrees to Suicide King's terms and sets up a meeting with the Zamora mob in order to draw out the tracker. Jeez. Bruce goes to the Dumont Hotel benefit.
It's pronounced dumbass.
Which is hosted by Delilah Wagner. He notices Delilah bullying the mayor, into giving Wayne Enterprises greater incentives to remain in Gotham.
That's how it's done.
Celia comes across Bruce and asks for a moment of his time. Celia tells Bruce to tread with caution when dealing with Delilah and reminisces about her friendship with Martha Wayne. Oh, God.
He's like, mommy issues I must have.
Oh, my. 40 years ago, Celia was working as a secretary at the Copper Street Orphanage.
Oh,
man. Might as well just be... Never mind. Celia was raised at the orphanage by her mother, but when her mother passed, the deed to the orphanage was passed on to her. A land developer named Stanford Whitaker was intimidating all residents within her neighborhood in order to put up high-end apartment buildings. Whitaker
that nobody will live in and everybody will rent as an Airbnb.
Exactly. Whitaker threatened the present owner of the orphanage that he will have the deed to the orphanage one way or another.
He's gonna get you.
One way. Fortunately, Martha Wayne was a social crusader, and her legal team made the Copper Street Orphanage an historical landmark, thereby putting an end to Whitaker's aggressive push.
It's giving Laurel Lance season 1 arrow.
True. Unfortunately, the victory was short-lived. The orphanage was burnt down, but all the children all made it out. Oh, God. Whitaker was eventually arrested for arson. Martha helped Celia place the children with good homes among Gotham's elite.
I bet.
That's
where he gets it. He gets it from his mama.
Exactly. Celia ends her story by telling him that the friendship she shared with Martha Wayne ended when Martha started dating Denholm Sinclair, who ran the Chat Noir Club for Cesar Rossetti on Avenue B. Cesar. Celia eventually went to Greece, where she met her estranged father, but came back to Gotham when her husband, Porter Endicott,
these are rich people names.
Exactly, and a seat on the board of directors for Wayne Enterprises was awarded to her.
And that's how it literally works, guys.
Mm-hmm. After talking to Celia, Bruce pays Lucius a visit. Lucius apologizes to Bruce for appointing Delia and taking over his responsibilities at Wayne Enterprises. Bruce then asks about Celia's history.
She made her wealth in textiles.
Yeah.
I won't say what that's code for, kids.
Oh, my. Lucius... Wait, what is it? Prostitution?
No.
No? Okay. Lucius knows that she made her wealth in textiles and real estate when she went to Europe. Lucius was impressed with Celia's savvy after her appointment to the board of directors. Bruce runs an idea by Lucius that might ensure Bruce's continued presence at Wayne Enterprises. Later that night, the Batman has a talk with Rossetti's enforcer, Santos. Santos, who's actually an undercover cop, wants to know why the Batman is allowing the tracker to interfere with Rossetti's operations. Batman explains that the tracker isn't affiliated with him. Santos tells the Batman that the tracker knows all of Rossetti's movements and is crippling him by destroying his most profitable operations. Santos also informs the Batman that Rossetti has hired the Suicide King to take out the tracker by setting up a fake money drop with the Zamora mob. As Batman makes his way to the supposed money drop, Oracle pages him via radio. The circumstantial evidence that implicated Delilah Wagner in past dealings of fraud and insider trading has just been verified by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Insider trading's nothing. Martha Stewart did that bed standing on her head knitting a damn sombrero.
Batman arrives and notices Tracker observing the deal between Arturo Zamora and Rossetti. Batman tells Tracker not to engage because the money drop is a setup. Tracker reacts by stunning Batman with his electrical gauntlets.
It's giving Shocker. It's giving Herman.
Maybe he likes that.
He's into it, for sure.
Exactly. The Suicide King makes his presence known by putting on a show with the Tracker. Putting on a show, huh? Tracker and Suicide King fight in hand-to-hand combat while Rossetti and Zamora make their exit.
Like the cowards they are.
Exactly. Suicide King causes Tracker to fall to his supposed death in order to solidify his standing with the Rossetti mob. Batman takes on Suicide King. Batman notices that Suicide King's fighting technique is similar to Asano Obi. Batman gains the upper hand on Suicide King, but he is knocked out by the tracker from behind.
Give him the old donkey punch, baby.
I was gonna say I've heard of that martial arts move. Yeah.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Suicide King tells Tracker that he needs to leave before he ruins their cover. Tracker ignores Suicide King's orders and wants to finish off the Batman. Shut up, Bluff. Suicide King leaves Batman at the mercy of the Tracker. Batman realizes that the Tracker and Suicide King are working a shakedown operation on the Rossetti mob.
No honor among thieves, eh?
Tracker and Batman fight until Tracker pushes Batman off a rooftop. Hey, that's my gig. Batman reaches for his grappling hook and swings to safety, but Tracker collides with a steel raptor before falling to his death.
That had to hurt.
Accidental. Batman descends to the pavement and removes Tracker's mask. Batman is shocked that Celia's son Nicholas is the Tracker.
It's almost like rich people who breed crazy offspring.
Yeah. Boy, what a shocker. A rich person has some connection to Wayne Enterprises as a mass vigilante. Get out of town.
You know, if he had a nickel for every time that happened, he'd be a trillionaire.
The next day, Bruce watches as Delia is escorted by SEC authorities and her lawyer. Celia congratulates Bruce on keeping Wayne Enterprises. Bruce expresses his sincerest condolences for the loss of her son and informs her that he isn't totally capable of running the company, so he appoints Celia to be his right-hand woman, just like Lucius was for Bruce before the Vesper Fairchild incident. Celia does a press conference in front of the shareholders in order to restore their confidence in the company, then makes her exit. Bruce notices Celia leaving so abruptly, then gets a call from Oracle. Oracle says that the Tracker's body has been reported missing from the city morgue. Freeway apologizes to Celia for not accompanying her son during the fake money drop. Celia tells Freeway that she will mourn her son, but his death will not deter her from tearing Wayne Enterprises and Gotham apart. Boy, you didn't see that coming.
Only you did. You totally did.
I said, when does he ever give like full control to somebody? Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna be one.
It's a trap.
All right, so what do we think? There's a lot going on there.
There's so much. Like, they don't make them like this anymore. That's all I'll say.
Exactly. I think it was like a slightly larger than normal book, but yeah, still there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, like, they wasted no time. They got right into it. We're still picking up. You know, I like that we're still picking up the pieces because that should have had implications. So, like I said, listen, I love a good mafia mob story within Batman. I love like people actually addressing the fact that Bruce Wayne is a terrible businessman. I love it all. Like, yes, please and thank you.
And it's like, if you have any doubt if this is in current continuity, it's like Vesper Fairchild murder.
And I thought that art was really, really well done.
Yeah.
Like, I like a somber story. Like, it's so grounded, you know? Batman should feel realistic. He should feel grounded. He should have to answer to these repercussions of things, you know?
Oh my God. I wish I didn't have to worry about song rights, because the minute you said somber, and I was going to say, I'm like, oh man, I want to play the Nirvana song. Come on.
So, you know, we can make this a Patreon show. And then we can do whatever the hell we want. Because they have to get a paywall.
Oh, nice. All right. Should we get to number 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
Number 2. All right. And again, this is Batman Family, so we saw a little Tim last time. Now we're going to get some Stephanie. All right, Batman Family number 2 from January 2003, Duplicity. I think we all got all the same team here. Mr. Fun recovers Nicholas's body from the medical examiner's office and brings it to Celia so she can bid her final farewells, as well as destroy any evidence of Dr. X's enhancements on the tracker. After paying her respects, Nicholas's body is cremated. Then Celia calls a meeting to discuss the network's progress. Hector, aka Bug, has established a citywide surveillance grid that feeds him constant intel.
Nobody tell Lucius Fox. He would be pissed.
Exactly. This is here. I can't stay. Yes, constant intel such as the mayor's wife having an affair with Councilman Dawson or the mayor's aide being a meth addict.
Oh, that's literally getting close to home in 2000.
Exactly.
It's like ripped from the headlines.
Boy, the poor mayor. His wife's cheating on him and his aide's a meth addict. Jeez. Celia develops a public image by financially supporting the law enforcement or
That's how you do it.
acknowledging her workforce with recognition, while the network deals with any criminal factions that didn't cooperate. Those who pose a threat would be subjected to Dr. Excess's medical expertise, and he would explore the endurance of their pain threshold, or Mr. Fun would pay them a visit when subtlety was needed. Is he
Want
beating
to have
guys?
some fun? No, sir, I do not.
Subtlety? Is he like beating people with like golf clubs and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like sports. It's like sports master or something.
That's subtlety in Gotham, babes.
Ah, okay. They didn't die by a bullet. Oh yeah, it was subtle.
Exactly. They didn't take a short walk off a long walk off a short bridge, you know.
Yes, it's subtle if it takes the
They weren't wearing cement shoes, you know.
If it's not very obvious to the police how someone died, yeah, it's subtle. Suicide King would help the Rossetti family rise in the criminal hierarchy, while Celia would cause Wayne Enterprises stock to go up for the next 2 quarters. As for
we're getting a rug pull, boys.
oh my,
we're getting what was it?
Tablecloth off the table.
We're getting GameStop number. We're doing GameStop numbers, kids.
As for Freeway, he will look into GCPD's working relationship with the Batman. Bug has also gathered information on Batman's allies Robin, Nightwing, Spoiler, and Cassandra Cain.
You don't want to mess with any of those people.
No. As for Huntress, they have learned of her obsession about eliminating organized crime members like Tiny Hidalgo. The network has also determined that Orpheus operates mainly within the Four Squares district. Freeway has a run-in with Spoiler after she defused a robbery with frat boys robbing a convenience store.
Wow, they really demoted Spoiler, didn't they?
Yeah. Freeway gets inside Stephanie's head by trying to understand her motivation of being a crime fighter. Freeway speculate. What? She's a teenage girl in Gotham. You know she got angry. She's come on.
Yeah, but she's a member of the Bat family, and it's not Jason Todd, so it's not like he's gonna get gunned down.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, you take your chances.
Freeway speculates she is rebelling against a parent who is absent in her life due to their criminal activity. Boy, this guy's got a clue, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to figure out.
No. She fights criminals to prove herself and win the approval of a surrogate parent like the Batman.
You could do so much better, sister.
Exactly. Freeway tells Spoiler that her efforts won't go unrecognized by his employer, who is in need of her services. Stephanie initially refuses Freeway's offer, but she is nonetheless intrigued because she is figuring out her place within Batman's ranks.
Because he treats everybody terribly.
Exactly. Stephanie comes home and gets into another fight with her mother. Bruce meets with Celia, who is frustrated about a land grant for Performing Arts Center project. The grant is on hold by Eleanor Sandhurst. Celia gives Bruce a token of her gratitude for her appointment within Wayne Enterprises. The gift is an old picture of Martha Wayne. Again, trying to put the sense of Bruce's mother in his head when he sees Celia. So
Exactly.
Celia goes on to say that
work those mommy issues.
Oh my! You know you say that to the himbos, right?
No.
Let me work those older sister vibes. Celia goes on to say that the photograph was taken at Sandy Newport's New Year's Eve party at Arlo's. Celia reiterated her disapproval of Martha seeing Denholm Sinclair. Celia confronts Denholm when he sneaks out for a smoke. Celia tells Denholm to leave Martha alone, but Denholm brushes off her demand by saying Celia has a lot of fire in her.
Ooh.
Celia excuses herself to the restroom where Terrence, aka Freeway, is waiting for her. He reports that Spoiler is interested in meeting Celia before she considers her offer. Stephanie meets an elderly woman and Freeway at the designated rendezvous. Mrs. Eleanor Sandhurst appeals to Stephanie's ego by saying that they are women who are willing to stand up against the thugs who ruined Gotham. Celia gives Stephanie a lead on the Ruvalcaba mob's accountant who is skipping town. If the accountant testifies against Ruvalcabas, their syndicate will be dismantled and will give rise to the Rossettis. Stephanie asks why Celia has a vendetta against them. Celia gives Stephanie a fake sob story about a friend of hers who was murdered in a Diamond District robbery that involved them. Stephanie calls Tim before she locates the accountant. Tim kind of shrugs Stephanie's complaints about being kept at arm's length because he is examining a John Doe that may resemble Roger.
It's not my problem. He might not love me like Dick, but you're welcome.
I mean, it's hard to like many things more than Dick, huh?
Exactly.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Yeah, it's top 3.
Oh my!
Sleep, food, Dick. You know.
Repeat. Louis Trundle was approached by the FBI to hand over state's evidence that could put away Diego Ruvalcaba. Louis chose to run rather than be a rat for the feds or watch over his back for the rest of his life. Louis meets his female companion near the docks where a boat is waiting for them. Stephanie surprises Louis with his female companion who is down below loading the pantry. She hears the noise from the top deck and confronts Stephanie, who is restraining Louis. Stephanie engages Louis' female companion and inadvertently rips off her wig. Stephanie is shocked to learn that Louis' companion is actually Selena Kyle. Selena knocks Stephanie into the bay and tells Louis to get into her car. Selena and Louis head to a bus station where Louis hid the money he skimmed from the Ruvalcabas in a locker. Stephanie catches up with Selena and Louis at the bus station. Stephanie uses her bolos to bind Selena by her ankles and goes after Louis. Louis tries to make a run for it, but he is taken by surprise by Diego's mother, Louise. She pulls out an AK-47, but Stephanie uses one of her spoiler boomerangs and knocks the assault rifle out of Louise's hands. Louis goes for the assault rifle and tries to kill his assassin, but Selena knocks him out. Selena tells Stephanie that her bola throwing needs more work. Selena takes the locker key from Louis' pocket and hands him over to Stephanie. Selena keeps the money and Stephanie gets her mark.
And that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm. Eleanor Sandhurst rewards Stephanie for her efforts. The network watches from afar as Stephanie accepts Sandhurst's gratitude. As it turns out, the real Mrs. Sandhurst had died 2 months ago, but her estranged family is keeping her death under wraps while they pillage her estate.
As you do.
Yes. This
that Social Security money, you know? While you can get it.
The body's in the freezer. This actress that Celia hired to play Mrs. Sandhurst agreed to Celia's terms because Celia promised to pay for the continued care of the actress's granddaughter who was suffering from cystic fibrosis.
Damn, man.
I know.
American medical freaking system at work here.
I know. Could be
First
worse.
Bryan Cranston, now this poor old lady.
Could be worse. She could have had McGregor syndrome.
Oh. I mean, honestly, that would have been a better.
Yeah.
But again, we're keeping it grounded.
Yep.
Like cystic fibrosis. I don't know.
As for Louis Trundle, he was strong-armed and cooperating with the FBI because of his violent tendencies to kill women that resembled his mother.
Mommy issues.
Okay, Norman Bates. All right. Celia congratulates Freeway and Hector on a job well done. The next phase of the network's plan goes into effect.
Playing Gotham like a fiddle, baby.
I'm playing the stinking city like a harp from hell.
Oh, shit, man.
All right, so there's our first 2 parts. What do you think?
Like, I don't know why you don't think I wouldn't have liked this story. I told you, I love this shit. I live for this shit in Batman. This is how I wish modern day Batman was right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this is like the heart and soul of like what made me fall in love with Batman, like detective work, the noir of it all, the mob, and like Bruce actually like being a person with flaws, and Batman really still struggling and dealing with things. Like he's not Bat God, he can't see the forest for the trees, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem with Batgirl and being the world's greatest detective. They got to dumb you down when they need it to work for the story. It's just
And
like,
then it just pisses you off. It's like, but you said for literally like 50 years.
because even though she's talking about his mother, Batgirl would be,
Suspicious as hell,
would
yeah.
be vetting Celia 50 different ways. Yeah.
But why did you say that name? It's those vibes,
Yeah.
totally. He's got mommy and daddy issues, and they go deep. And you really people really with like deep seated parental issues, yeah, you can play them like a fiddle if you're evil for sure.
Guess, yeah. But Batgirl would be like, getting sneaking in the middle and like getting blood and urine samples and everything else.
Of course.
Now he's still off his game from the whole
He's
Vesper Fairchild
for
thing.
6 months, exactly.
Yeah.
So we actually surprisingly have quite a few Bat books this week.
Yeah. Yeah, where do you want to start?
Let's see. I guess we could start right at the top with my favorite, Absolute Batman number 6.
Okay, yeah, I knew you were going to talk. I didn't know if you wanted to save it or not. Yeah, Absolute Batman. Yeah.
Start at Arc 2. You better get into it or get left behind, kids. This is the future of DC, and hopefully they realize it.
How do you feel about him? He was childhood friends with Selena and Oswald and Eddie Nigma and all that.
It's giving Gotham the TV show, and I'm okay with that. Like I thought that was kind of like a unique take, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
But then again, like I'm like a huge fan of like high school, like fanfic where it's like they're set in high school. So like it's kind of like giving that for me. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I mean, it's not main continuity, so we don't have to reconcile all that garbage, which is what I love the most about the Absolute lines, right? We can just kind of do what we want here and just have fun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was friends with Harvey, and like they're all around the same age. Especially Oswald kind of makes sense if like he was rich, his family was rich at one time and lost the fortune, kind of thing. So like for me, in context, a lot of this stuff makes a little bit of sense to me. But it's fun, and I love this art. So.
Oh yeah.
But like we're like actually like doing like a little bit of emotional intelligence, and I like it. And even though we're shifting away from Black Mask, who I love in any iteration, like it's Black Mask in a Batman story just makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Even though we're still kind of going away from that, we're kind of switching over to some more like fun stuff, like I feel like that first arc was like kind of heavy, like in a good way, but it was still kind of heavy. So now I feel like we're kind of like lightening the tone a little bit. We're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna like dip into the backstory and see what shakes loose
and kind of
what can inform the future of this storytelling going forward.
And kind of setting the tone. The first arc was kind of setting the tone for the series and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this version of Alfred?
Now that I'm not happy about, but I'm very particular about my portrayals of Alfred. And it, you can't do a classic interpretation of Alfred in this specific instance, I don't think.
Yeah. And Mayor Gordon and his what is this? Is the deputy mayor Martha Wayne?
Yeah, it's getting a little weird, but I'm into weird.
I'm like,
we're shaking it up. Like I said, I really feel like things need to be shaken up, and I'm glad that they're doing something different.
Oh yeah. The Absolute books have been good.
Yeah, I like the twist on everybody so far. I haven't really had any complaints about the Absolute books. It's the mainline titles. I'm just like, so like we were just beating a dead horse for the most part.
But in previous issues, just him swinging that big axe. I just heard you saying, "It's my time."
Yes, it's like Chekhov's axe. Thank you.
All right, so
now I mean this book. I mean, $4.99 is the new norm or whatever. But I think we're getting our money's worth out of the Absolute books for sure.
Exactly. You know what I've been enjoying? I mean, you might roll your eyes. Detective comics.
can see that.
with Tom Taylor and oh god, who's this artist on that book? But that art is beautiful on that.
Oh, Michael Janin
Yeah,
or Mikkel Janin. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, I love his
I
art.
mean, we've had a lot of action in this book lately, which I felt like was like kind of sorely lacking for a while. So I could totally see why you're feeling this. And they have like a lot of like guilt and stuff because they actually like have like not been good at their jobs lately. And I didn't really know how to feel about it, right? Because like Bat God, we're so used to that, and so but like we also have like the Bat family kind of back together a little bit too. So I can understand it.
I mean, you know how sometimes we're like, okay, of course this story's in detective. This could be the regular Bat book. This could be Batman in the Batman book, yeah. But it's not going to be because we're getting a Hutch too.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was worried because Tom Taylor was writing Nightwing, so like so bright and cheery and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, what's he gonna do with Batman? But no, I think he's been keeping the.
Well, you can literally never write Batman cheery, so if you do, it's definitely a Elseworlds tale.
So I was worried, but no, he's doing a good job on that.
It's a lot of pain and rage that he's tapping into that a lot of like the last, I'd say like 3 or 4 writers really haven't had the guts to do.
Oh
so
god,
I can appreciate it.
Remember that last arc went forever.
Yeah, for no reason.
Which again, I probably would have enjoyed the story more if it hadn't gone for like God. It was that over a year that thing was running?
It was. But like I think that the writing is very sharp and we're really getting back to basics by making the characters compelling. And then the plot since the plot twist makes sense.
Yes.
And so it's kind of keeping us off balance. He's not trying to hold our hand. He's like, no, you're just gonna sit and enjoy the ride. And like, thank you. Like,
Exactly.
don't treat me like I'm stupid, especially like in a detective comics book, like
Exactly. I know you wanted to talk Catwoman.
Oh yeah, of course. Talk about horny.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Torrin Grunbeck.
Yes, keeping it horny.
Tokyo, I don't know. I love the backdrop for this story. It just makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's like she's like keeping it almost like a worldwide.
It's very much what I've always wanted. Like world renowned cat burglar, international thief. Yes, this is what I want, and she's just having so much fun with it. Solid storytelling.
Oh yeah. They can make a movie out of this.
Yes, please.
Oh please, yeah.
And she's like actually trying to like tell like an actual like long form story. I feel like a lot of writers, they kind of just do these really like short, like these little tiny like 3-story arcs is what I've kind of like usually noticed is what most people do. Like this is like, I don't know, like she's really just like building the world and like everything kind of everything previously informs and helps you speculate about what she's gonna do next. I'm just really enjoying this little scam she's got going.
Oh yeah, that's part of the reason I know I'm enjoying this so much because again, with some people's arcs, I'm just like, okay, how much longer are we gonna do this? But no, I'm here for the ride. I'm like, okay, how many parts?
And nobody tell DC that this is a $3.99 book.
Exactly.
I don't think they know.
Hey, ain't complaining.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they know. So shh.
But yeah, no, I'm here for the ride, no matter how long. Oh, but I wonder if we're gonna get a bigger one next time because isn't next one issue 75?
Yes, it is.
So, and again, it's like big, of course, bigger books.
Although it's also a female-led book, unfortunately, so I don't hold your breath about it. And it's also 2025. Like we're gonna feel the contraction of the comic industry a little bit. I feel like, so expect prices to go up and page counts to stay the same, unfortunately.
You know what's unfortunate? I mean, if not before, the run's probably going to end by the summer, probably.
I think they're going to try to get this book to 100, personally.
Oh, you think? But the thing is, though, because I mean, I would love for it to get to 100. Catwoman's never gotten to 100. She's gotten close, but never gotten to 100.
So close. So infuriatingly close.
Like 93, that 90 series was.
Stupid. It pissed me off to no end.
But no, because I'm saying, because I think in the summer, well, yeah, by the time the Superman movie comes out, Superman's rebooting to a new #1. I think they said after Hush 2, Batman's rebooting to a #1. So I was like,
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with Catwoman.
I know.
I don't even think they know this book still exists. Shh, Phil, don't jinx
Hey,
it.
I'm just saying, I would have no problem with it, but I'm just saying, I don't think they're going to let Batman have it, go back to #1. Meanwhile, Nightwing and
Are they changing Nightwing though?
they
Nightwing's
haven't
getting a new #1.
they haven't announced it yet, but I don't
Like
see.
if the peripherals on the Bat family stay the same, it's fine. I feel like because
I'll be
like
fine with
honestly,
it.
Detective Comics, like I know Batman is the Batman, but I feel like Detective Comics is the main book. Like let's just be real. So Batman can do what it wants.
Well, yeah, Detective's going to stay.
That's what I mean. So like as long as Detective's fine, everybody else can do what they want. So I feel like
I think Action and the Detective are grandfathered in on the numbering.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
And I think they should let Catwoman get to 100. I think that would be more conducive than a new #1.
True.
I think new #1s in the modern era kind of signal a shift that is like, oh, maybe I just, I'll wait. I'll wait for the first trade. And I think that's just the attitude lately. So
Exactly.
I don't think they should risk it personally.
Well, it's like Marvel. I mean, they're rebooting Fantastic Four to #1 when that movie comes out. But meanwhile,
that's insane.
But
that's
meanwhile,
the stupidest. Well, they have more prominent legacy numbering too, though.
Yeah, and well, and the stupid thing is, it's going to be the same writer. So it's like, why the hell are you rebooting to #1?
Marvel needs to learn their lesson, and they haven't yet. So,
because again, in the tradition of action and detective comics, Fantastic Four should be if there's one book that should keep its legacy numbering, it should be Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's insane. Marvel is an idiot. Like just leave it alone. Leave the like you already out of like bitterness basically canceled Fantastic Four for like most of my life. Mm-hmm. We finally get it back, and now you're acting like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it pisses me off to no end.
Exactly.
It's like they don't appreciate the Fantastic Four. They always say, "Oh, Marvel's first family" when they remember, and it's not a lot that they remember.
Yeah,
it's all about Spider-Man all the time, bro.
Yeah, again, it's like, when are these companies going to wake up and realize that a new #1's not doing you jack crap?
They're the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's like, babes, I feel like marketing is not doing their job. I don't think they're really doing the research. Because Gen Z and Gen Alpha ain't got no fucking money. It's millennials and Gen X holding up this whole fucking economy, being gouged to death, So it's like, maybe you write for the audience that actually has the money? I don't know.
I mean, they'll never do it, but
Tom Brevoort.
You want to put asses in seats, then they'll never do it. But it's like, one of the companies come out and be like, oh, hey, guess what? For the next 6 months, we're going to cut 50 cents off the cover price of everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to give me a 90s story, can you give me a 90s price, please?
Exactly.
I don't care about the paper quality. I don't like it being tissue thin anyway.
I know. I mean, the paper quality on a lot of these ain't good anyway. So yeah, might as well lower the price.
Yeah, I'll take some scratchy paper any day.
How? Give us newsprint back,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna cut corners, at least just cut corners in a cool way.
And again, they call back to a lot of 90s stuff anymore at DC and Marvel. So it's like, yeah, give us the paper quality of the 90s. Come on.
I'm totally down for that. But yeah. Oh, have you and Kristen talked about on Nightwing News about 124 yet?
We did, but I mean, we can talk about it.
Oh no, that's okay. I'll just tell you guys to defer over to Nightwing News, the last Nightwing News. To check
are you liking
124.
it, or the current run, or?
It's kind of Bloodhaven's feeling a little weird. I can't really.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's weird. Like, I feel it's weird, like the kid gang, and they're dressed like teddy bears and stuff.
It's giving Spider Boy,
Mm-hmm.
Madam Monstrosity, and I don't want that kind of flashback.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it is very different than like Tom's run was.
Super different. So yeah, I've been kind of thrown off a little bit, but I see little hints and glimmers of cool stuff. Like like this new writer is really into like trying to tell an emotional story.
Although
we're not. And I really like the art. I've been enjoying the art a lot.
Oh yeah, the art's good. Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of action, but I feel like I need a little more like groundedness out of Nightwing. I think. I want him to like really connect with like
Yeah.
Secondary characters?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It seems like there's not a lot of interaction with him and Barbara outside of her as Oracle and stuff. And
Yeah.
when's the last time we
I
saw
think that's my
Haley?
one complaint. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring in the dog. Come on.
Exactly. Exactly. And then the question all along the Watchtower number 5 is out. If you're reading that book, just send us some feedback. Let us know what you think.
All right. So do you want to talk anything else or?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right, kids. So yes, like I said, next few weeks we're going to be doing 2 at a time on this Batman family. So,
Heyo.
So next time it'll be 3 and 4, then 5 and 6, then 7 and 8, and then just the end of the month more Asriel with Justin. So
Little blonde bats.
that's right. All right, kids. So yes, so send us, like you said, all your thoughts on this stuff, the new stuff. Once I believe this coming Wednesday is the first part of Hush too. So by the time
Buckle up, Buttercup.
by the time we record again, Hush, the first part of Batman 158 should be out. So yeah, send us your thoughts.
And hey, we're marching our way to 250, Phil.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yep. So yeah. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can pretty much catch anything we've ever done at CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. Also help support us by buying merch, new merch, classic merch at TeePublic or Spring. And again, just like appearing benevolent, but actually a hardened criminal, Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App.
And that's not a gentle suggestion.
That's right. She's going to beat you with a golf club. All right. And of course, the Patreon, where Lilith and I give you exclusive, uncensored content every month. It doesn't have to be comics, it can be anything. Because when you subscribe to the Patreon, you can request topics for us to discuss. So anything goes pretty much. So tell us what to do. And sign up at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. I believe this. Yeah, I think this is going to be the April 1st episode. So if you want to
wish Phil a happy birthday and give him some fucking money.
Oh, I like that message.
Make sure if you're on Blue Sky to send him a happy birthday too.
There you go. But yeah. I mean, if you want to plug your upcoming appearance this coming weekend, then.
Oh yeah, so if you are in the DC area on April 4th attending AwesomeCon 2025, please stop by room 206 at 4 p.m. for a panel with author Nick DeWolf called Slaying Stereotypes. I will be on the panel and I'm very much looking forward to it. So hope to see you there.
Duh.
It's not salty and petty.
I've done.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I haven't been to DC in a while, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's muffins getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Yeah, I've never been there. So
It's an interesting place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, I figured.
I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can on that weekend.
What traveling?
I definitely want to go to the zoo. There's a botanical garden that I want to go to at the Smithsonian.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
A couple restaurants. So.
Good restaurants.
Oh yeah, so fucking good, bro.
Oh yeah, all those politicians probably demand it.
It's like this place that has really, really good Persian cuisine, which you just really don't find, obviously, in a lot of places in the United States. So check that place out.
Well, you probably figure a lot of foreign dignitaries and stuff probably travel to DC. Yeah. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, more Batman family. Well, next few weeks.
We are family.
Now I got to go in and try to figure out where we're going to do Batman Fugitive and Batman Murder.
Oh, I have an idea for 250.
Okay.
We can rank all the Batman media.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember if I had. I don't think I have. Might have been holding off on the schedule, but yeah.
Sorry, I'm not Justin, and we don't have it planned out to
No, that's
2030.
fine.
No. So what did you say? Ranking all what?
All the Batman media, so like Batman
Okay.
animated series, the movies, TV show,
Okay.
stuff like that.
That's right,
I
kids.
kind of already know what number one's gonna be, but it's gonna be interesting where everything else falls.
That's right, kids. This year you're getting Batman, or We Are the Night 250 and Nightwing News 250. So, all right.
Impressive.
So come back next time. Remember, join us same bat time.
Same Bat channel.
We Are the Night. The
Batman podcast.
podcast.
Don't you forget it. Swear to me.